Okay, let's try this again. Let's appreciate the nothingness. I'm grateful for Yarko who left this comment about appreciating a video with only sound. And the things that happened today made me reflect a little bit more on what is actually a value. In a world where our senses are stimulated so much, and we're in that constant rush of accomplishing, achieving, getting things on the outside, consuming, yet people are starved for connection and are so disconnected from themselves and others. And today I had all of these little moments of connection and giving and love, which can seem like nothing, but for me they meant a lot, because this is what I really appreciate these days and what is important and meaningful to me. So to illustrate, I'll share with you a little bit. And I would like to talk about the different ways that we can give, and how a lot of times people think, oh, I have nothing to give. But giving is not about material giving, but we can always give gratitude, appreciation, kindness, a smile. We can give time, attention, and all of these things are so much more precious than anything material. And I understand that we live in a material world, and material possessions and things like food and money are important. Yet, let's not forget all of the inner qualities and virtues that we can cultivate inside of ourselves and we can freely share with others. And that to me is the depth and richness of the personality and the character that we develop, and the soul, and the true meaning of why we are here, to learn to give and receive love. And I had a conversation like that with a friend that I met up for coffee today. And we shared, where we are, what are we working on, what we have accomplished, what we're grateful for. And in the middle of our conversation, he expressed gratitude for the ability to have a conversation like that with me, where we're just so open, honest, and real with each other, and having true intimacy, because we're not wearing masks and trying to pretend to be something that we're not. And in turn, I was grateful for him sharing how he feels about our friendship, and that he's grateful for my presence in his life. And I expressed the same, which I thought was really beautiful, that we were able to share that with one another in the middle of our sharing. Because, life is short, and a lot of times we see our friends on a regular basis, but we don't always express our appreciation and gratitude for them in their lives. So I'm grateful that with my friends, I have that kind of relationship where, say like, I love you, or like, thank you so much for this conversation, or thank you for you being you, and I'm grateful to have you in my life. And it's really beautiful to do it every time when you feel it, and to be able to say it. Because even if you think like, oh, I know that they know that this is how I feel about them, it's a beautiful feeling to express it and to give that gratitude, and it's also a beautiful feeling to receive it and have that shared appreciation flowing. And yeah, also sometimes for us it's hard to receive. It could be easy to give compliments and encourage others, but when they want to give to us, we could be closed off. And it's important to recognize that there's joy in giving and there's joy in receiving. And we need to practice both to be able to be in that complete flow. And when we operate from the heart, there's this beautiful harmony of somebody wanting to give something and the right person who is in need of that something appearing and opening themselves to receive it. And sometimes I've run across in situations where I have a lot of love to share, and there are people that feel uncomfortable to receive it and unworthy. I guess unworthiness is the feeling. And I want to say, of course, you're worthy of love and kindness. Everybody is. And I want to share it. So let me. And I understand that everybody has had different experiences. But it's beautiful when the openness exists. And and then I had another interesting experience today when I saw a guy on the roof of this pavilion in the park with a guitar, and I thought, oh, I wonder what he's doing up there, and I hope he's okay. So I approached him, and I was just curious. I was like, what are you doing up there? So he said he just wanted to sing a song looking at the sunset and the river. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. What kind of song? And I told him it would be really cool if he sings and somebody does a video of him. So I ended up taking a video of him singing, and he sang beautifully. And after that, he was ready to get down, which I was relieved, to be honest. So I helped him. I asked him if he needs help. He said, yeah, maybe take my guitar. And then I made sure that the trash can that he was stepping on, which was on top of a picnic table, was stable enough. But in any case, it was a fun exchange, and I gave him my number so I could share the video with him. And I thought it was beautiful that he was a stranger, I was a stranger, and he sang a song for me, and I recorded the video and then shared the video with him, and we had this beautiful exchange. And it was also sweet that he asked me when was our first date going to be, which I thought was sweet considering the fact that I'm for sure twice his age, if not more. But it was just a human to human interaction of openness. And I think this is what life is about, that open sharing that can happen, and being able to express how we feel, being able to connect with friends and strangers alike. And flow in love. And then after I got home, I sent a video to a friend of mine who loves music, and I knew she's going to appreciate it. And she asked me if I was still out. She baked a quiche. And I was like, oh, I'm home, but I'll come over. So we enjoyed a really beautiful, deep conversation. And I came home with half a quiche. And I felt all of this gratitude in my heart because honestly, today when I got up, I felt a little bit lost in space, life, didn't know what to do, didn't feel like doing any work, didn't know how and where to approach things. And I decided, you know what, I cannot control this day. Whatever is supposed to happen, it's going to happen. And even if I don't do anything, quote unquote, productive, who defines what is productive? And then I ended up having all of these wonderful interactions with beautiful human beings that made my day. And now I'm realizing this is what this day was for giving and receiving love and kindness and appreciation and gratitude and time and attention. And it was a day for connection. And in order to experience that and to be on the receiving end, oh, we need to give from the heart without expectation and use those instances and opportunities, not withhold, not shrink back, but open and give first, and also open and allow to be given to.